June 11th. Full, definitely entertaining. Tanya,
Definitely.
What are we talking about today?
Barbie. We're talking about Barbie. I'm kidding. Because I did bring my inner Barbie today with my satiny hot pink, got to do something fun. Anyway, no. In actuality, we are talking about Ready Capital acquired a big USDA lender. Not sure what's going on with that, but we shall find out. And how to know if you've got a sellable business. And then the budget and fee waivers coming down the line. What's going to happen?
And I made a mistake right at the beginning. It is the week of June 17th.
What did you say?
It's in June 11th. I don't know where I was at. I'm living in the past.
You're a little behind there, buddy. You're a little behind.
Well, hey, so, we talk a little bit about the past, the future. I want to share this story because this is definitely something that took me by surprise this week. This is a real life story. I had a customer reach out to me and state that he wants to build an apartment complex and some townhomes using an SBA loan. Well, everyone listening to this podcast probably had right? So hold on a second with that. So what's interesting is this gentleman, was asking us, and I'm like, sorry, that's, considered passive investments and that's not option. And he goes, well, I'm reading that it is because there's new SBA rules that came out that state this. Now, I'm a huge SOP nerd and I know what's in that.
No.
Okay. So I'm like, what are you and I'm going back and forth on email on this. And then I get a text message from him too. And I go, and he goes, I'm looking right at it right now that says this. And I said, sir, can you please send me the website? Because, sometimes I can be wrong, stroke the kitty, as I call it. And he sends me a text message that says, and this is the text message. And I definitely want to hear some comments down below on this, if this has ever happened to you. Yes, that's correct. The recent policy changes apply to commercial construction projects, such as office buildings, retail centers, and restaurants. However, apartment and townhomes are considered residential projects, which are not affected by the change. Okay, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. The SBA still offers loan programs for residential construction projects, such as the SBA 7A loan program, which can be used for apartment buildings and townhomes. These loans typically require a lower down payment and have more favorable terms than commercial construction loans. I go, what? Where in the heck did you pull this? Guess what, kids? Welcome to AI.
Oh, no way.
Was copied and pasted from Microsoft Copilot. He asked in Copilot, can I do residential rental real estate using the SBA program? And that's why it started off with, yes, that's correct. So Here's the deal. We have our customers that are going out to AI getting answers. AI is a wonderful tool if the information is correct. This is why you must read. If you use AI, which is a great tool, you got to make sure that the facts are there. And this just scares the crud out of me that this is what's happening now.
Right.
So no, you don't have to rearrange your dial. You didn't hear that right. Residential construction projects are ineligible for SBA financing, regardless of what Microsoft Copilot will say. How's that?
Oh my gosh, that awesome. That's why you didn't tell me what the heck this was about. So Paul sent this daggum thing to me this morning, and I'm sitting there reading it. He doesn't tell me it's not him writing this text that he sends, right? Because all I see is this screenshot, and I'm sitting there reading and going, what in the hell? I'm thinking to myself, I think I know the SOP. And I think I know all the changes that have come down the line. And I'm sitting there reading this going, what in the heck? So I'm going through, I went back into all of the most recent. And I'm sitting there going, what did I miss? Holy cow, are you kidding me? Because I was like, no, you can't. can't. Anyway, so I get on this morning before we start this, and I'm like, Paul, I gotta say, I thought I knew the SOP, and I had zero. What the heck is this? So anyway, it was quite funny. And AI, AI. The thing is, what information gets put into AI and what people are asking in AI is kind of becomes the information that comes back. Does not make it real all the time. It can help, but verify. Trust but verify. Definitely verify. So
it's scary, is what it is.
So scary.
It's,
well, it got me. I'm like,
we don't get into politics here, but fake news is a legit thing. Okay.
Right. Right. Well, and that would be some fake news for sure. Anyway. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that, Paul. That was a good one, man. You got me at least. Anyway. Okay. So next, and pretty big news. Ready Capital. Okay, I'm going to just bring this over here. Ready Capital. Chief Executive Officer Thomas Capassi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, so I apologize if I'm messing up that name. They acquired Madison One, a leading USDA loan originator and servicer. The transactions expected to generate more than 300 million USDA volume annually. That's awesome. I mean, I love expanding, especially into rural areas. So Ready Capital actually is a multi-strategy real estate finance company that originates, acquires, finances, and services small to medium balance commercial loans. They announced, again, that they are acquiring Madison One. Madison One is both Madison One Capital and Madison One Lender Services. So both together is Madison One. Anyway, they are a leading originator for USDA loans, and it is going to help Ready Capital diversify their revenue sources, and increase the scale of their gain on scale businesses. Currently, Ready Capital is the 4th largest originator of SBA 7A loans. So this is really going to expand their market and their reach. Partnering with Ready Capital gives Madison One a direct balance sheet, enabling growth of our USDA platform and more flexible financing for rural clients, says Jason Bangart, the managing director of Madison One. Also, Chris Balestrino, managing director of Madison One, said they look forward to many synergies with this larger platform. That's pretty big news, Paul. I mean, that's kind of a large acquisition there to increase the USDA and SBA 7A lending on those platforms.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling because Ready Capital has some pretty amazing technology, which is a big deal. And I think getting that over into USDA could really help. So it'll be really interesting to see how that happens. But I guess one comment I will make, my personal opinion, and that is that it's the bigger getting bigger.
Well, I mean,
and we're trying to do small businesses. So, I mean, I get it, but I think
that's going to happen across the board. And I think there's no stopping it. I mean, if it's not one thing, it's another. So yeah, but agreed. And it makes it a little bit more challenging, I think, on some of the small guys, because, we have less of a reach when it comes to that. But hey, there's still a place for everyone. So
there is. So our friends at Murphy Business posted something that I thought was really interesting. And it says, do I have a sellable business? And these are the 9 things that make a business unsellable. And I guarantee, you know what, Tanya, do you have like coffee or something next to you?
I do. In fact, here, let me just take a sip.
All right. No, perfect. Great. So then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a drinking game. And if this has happened to you, you drink.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, ready?
Have some caffeine high. Ready?
The price is too high. Insufficient or unable to do a seller note. I could probably drink this entire bottle of water. Incomplete books and records. Good God.
You're gonna make me spit my coffee. All right. Keep going.
Outstanding liabilities, workers' comp claims, lawsuits.
Yep. Lawsuits.
I actually can't drink on that one. I haven't had that one, believe it or not.
I've had the lawsuits.
You are the business. So when you leave, there is no business. Cheers. I'm going to be really hydrated today.
I'm going to be really caffeinated. I've already seen my personality. I don't need more caffeine.
no growth or declining revenue every day.
Mm-hmm.
Realistic profits, you can't live off the profits. 100%. 100%.
Getting full.
Yeah, I know, right? Last two. Poor location.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Location.
100%. And sorry, I want to pause real quick on this one. There was a meme that I saw online, and it showed a Chevron station. And and the guy was saying, do you want to see the most useless thing on earth? And I'm like, and showing a Chevron. I'm like, well, that's kind of mean to Chevron. And then immediately goes next door to a Buc-ee's. So if we're talking about location, please don't have a Chevron next to a Buc-ee's. You're probably not going to do real well.
I still have not figured out the Buc-ee's, but that's just me.
You have to check it out.
I haven't figured it out. Anyway.
And last but not least is undesirable industries. Every day, right? So now, thanks for playing that game with me. It definitely
you should have warned
happened.
me so I could have had water instead of coffee, Paul.
Nah, you need more caffeine. So yeah, those are definitely the top 9, and all very true. Thank you to our friends at Murphy Business.
Yeah.
All
right.
And then last, we have I want to just kind of talk about, because I was on a call this last week, and they were talking about what the future is for fee waivers. So what's interesting is, obviously, they're stating that defaults are starting to increase. Makes sense based on the economy. Well, we all know that we're a zero subsidy program. So when we have, right now, no fee under $1 million, which I don't know a single BDO out there that doesn't love that.
Right.
We're coming up into September when we have October 1st, where we have new fee waivers that will kick in. Are they going to continue that $1 million, or with the increase, are they going to start lowering that back down? Are they going to go 750? Are they going to go 500? I definitely don't think they're going to increase past $1 million. But I'd be curious what you think, Tanya, because this is, who knows? I mean, that $1 million is a really nice thing to have, and it saves the borrower quite a bit.
Well, Barbie doesn't get asked a lot of questions. I just show up.
Oh, sorry. Kim will remember that next time.
I travel, man. That's what I do. God, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. And I try to stay out of the guessing game when it comes to that, because then, I kind of get disappointed and or surprised either way when something happens. I would hope, I would hope they would actually lower them. I don't know. I don't know. I have zero idea. I can't.
Is your crystal ball not working this morning, Tanya? Again, as the SBA is really encouraging small loans, I really think they need to take that 85% guarantee for under 150 and beef that up. I think that is what I'd like to see, with a combination maybe of them reducing a little bit, maybe let's say 750. Go down to 750, but increase the 85%, say up to 300. I just think that would be a really interesting piece on that. So,
well, I agree. I think 750 actually would be a decent number.
No.
I mean, there's work that goes involved in this. There's back office things, and we want,
statistics.
There's things that have to happen. So I could see the 750, the 150. Yeah, I mean, put a little bit of skin in the game down there. Raise it up a little bit on that end.
Trust me, if you want to make more small loans, that's how you're going to make lenders do that more.
Agree. And those smaller ones, to me, are so challenging and difficult to a degree. I mean, just because, the savviness really of the borrowers sometimes at that level is a little bit different. Put a little bit on there. Yeah. Make it worthwhile with the SBA as well. So,
well, vote Paul Long for SBA administrator.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, right.
There you
Thank
go.
God that's not a voting position.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, guys, that's the end of the show today. And if you want breaking news as soon as it happens, join us again next week on LinkedIn and or YouTube. And or if you want to get caught up after the fact, go ahead and go to any of your streaming platforms where you get your podcast. If you've got something to talk about, there's a few different ways to reach us. Now, if you're on LinkedIn, go ahead and message Paul or I, or shoot a comment or something along those lines and let us know what you'd like us to chat about. If, however, you're on one of the streaming podcasts, go ahead and send an email to SBA today at artofsba.com and let us know what you'd like us to chat about. Also, do not forget our passion. If you're a passionate SBA professional, we've got a couple of other podcasts in our family here, the BDO Show and Art of SBA Lending. You can watch either one on your favorite podcast. Anyway.
All right, everyone.
You guys have a great one. And it is June 11th.
Yeah, right.
See ya.
Yeah.
June 17th.